Congressman Omar is terrible, what she said. What she said is so deep-seated in her heart that her lame apology, and that's what it was lame, and she didn't mean a word of it, was just not appropriate. I think she should resign from Congress.
Okay, I'm going to have to center myself for this one. Oh boy. Thank you, Democratic Party, for throwing Congresswoman Ilhan Omar to the wolves for her accurate comments on the powerful pro-Israel lobby, a lobby that has spent millions of dollars to ensure that Congress sends tens of billions of dollars in aid to Israel and unconstitutionally squashes boycotts that would put pressure on Israel to end its illegal occupation in Gaza. You give the right wing an inch and they will take a mile. Trump is the guy who said that there were good people on both sides when neo-Nazis murdered Heather Heyer in Charlottesville. He's the guy who tweeted this ad against Hillary Clinton with the Star of David on it over money. He's the guy who said this to the Jewish Republican coalition.
I'm a negotiator like you folks. We're negotiators. Do you want to renegotiate deals? Some of us renegotiate deals. I would say about 99.9. Is there anybody that doesn't renegotiate deals in this room? This room negotiates. I want to renegotiate this room.
And he has the nerve to talk about anti-Semitism. Why? Because the Democratic Party as a whole, even the progressive wing, has emboldened him to do so by entertaining this notion that Omar is anti-Semitic or said something anti-Semitic. And the corporate media has gleefully done the same, eager to play the both sides are equally bad card, their favorite thing to do. See how objective and centrist we are? Here is CNN's Chris Cuomo doing a segment that is critical of Donald Trump, but in the context of framing it as if Representative Omar and Representative Steve King, admitted white supremacists, were equivalent.
Should she be held to a different standard than Steve King? When Ilhan Omar apologized for tweets that many deemed anti-Semitic, do you believe the president should have been as vocal about King as he is about Omar?
Why can't it be the same for her? Why is she not stripped of her committee assignments? Why is she not being not just forced to apologize, but actually forced to suffer consequences in her career, legislative, professional
I just wonder if you guys don't lose the high
state.
ground. Steve, I'm with you on the logic, right? It's just in what they call in the law, pari passu, right? You're walking in the same steps, the same path for both, equal.
Ilhan Omar tweeted that the Israel lobby, led by AIPAC, lobbies and donates to Congress to gain influence. That is a fact. Is there an anti-Semitic trope that says that Jews control the world with money? Absolutely, and we should be sensitive to that. But that doesn't make what she said any less true, because this isn't about Jews. This is about Israel. Just like criticisms of the Saudi lobby aren't about Muslims, they're about Saudi Arabia. And really, Chris Cuomo, Steve King is in the same ballpark as Ilhan Omar? Mr. King on why he opposes legal status for Dreamers. For everyone who's a valedictorian, there's another 100 out there that weigh 130 pounds and they've got calves the size of cantaloupes because they're hauling 75 pounds of marijuana across the desert. At the Republican National Convention in July 2016, Mr. King claimed that non-white groups haven't contributed as much as whites to civilization. In 2015, Mr. King invited the far-right anti-Islam Dutch politician Geert Wilders to Washington and appeared with him at the Capitol. Mr. Wilders has called Islam not a religion, said the Quran was worse than Mein Kampf, and called for the closing of mosques. In 2017, Mr. King tweeted in his endorsement of Mr. Wilders in Dutch elections, "Wilders understands that culture and demographics are our destiny. We can't restore our civilization with somebody else's babies." And here's one that really hurts. Mr. King said he does not want Somali Muslims working in meatpacking plants in Iowa. "I don't want people doing my pork that won't eat it, let alone hope I go to hell for eating pork chops." Representative Ilhan Omar is Somali American and a Muslim. Let that sink in. This is not a both sides situation, and it makes me sick to my stomach that the Democrats have allowed that framing to happen, abandoning an exciting young freshman legislator that they were so happy to use for photo ops, all because they don't have the gumption to stand up to the Washington, D.C. political class.